abnormalities like that might be in your spine or it might show up in your nervous system. It could be some other kind of disease or whatever. But what it's doing is it's sending a neural impulse through the tendon, okay, all the way up through the muscle into the spine, and then it inhibits the hamstring. So it switches the hamstring off, okay, and that's why your leg jerks without you even having to try to do anything right there. So like, you know, you just sit there, you're not making a kick. Weakness in your straight right hand if you're punching from the hip. I mean, assuming you're punching with good mechanics.
Right.
And so all these factors play into where we want to get them. So like first you would remediate the weakest link first. So 99 times out of 100 it's the feet and the hips for the guys. And then like usually the lower back and the shoulder. Disc, that's kind of sketchy. Like I don't want to be sued for anything, you know what I mean? And like, but there are some like traction stretches you can do, like some manual therapy stuff that I've learned from a very well-respected neurologist and physiologist, a crazy Russian guy, scientist. And so we've implemented one reason or another, sending pictures. You can imagine the shit we're sending there. But man, we all got together on a bro chat and we saved his life, dude.
Wow.
Bro chat saves. It does, dude. It saves and it pisses off wives because I swear to God.
How dare you? How dare you? I see you're being sarcastic. Well, I mean, for practical purposes, you want to be a fighter.
Absolutely.
Smarter what
Shows
he did.
a lack of vanity.
It does.
And
he
it
didn't
shows.
try to look
The one, he'll throw up at that one too, because he's doing like 300 pounds, leg extensions, and he's doing like sets of 20 or 30.
Torn ACL or something.
I wonder how that happened. Crazy. Right. Both shoulders blown out, his shoulders repaired. So this guy's using 3 pounds. This might not be the best guy to look at. But this is how it's supposed to look. Right? He's popping his hips forward and the arm swings. That's why it's called the kettlebell
phase too, like 10, 15 years ago.
Is it that 8-way neck machine? Is that what it is? Or is it a different thing?
Yeah, maybe I have a picture or something. I don't know if I have a tension on it.
See if you can find that, Jamie.
If not, I have a video on my phone. I don't know if you can show that on there. But,
Probably.
But it's pretty cool. Over.
Right. Now, would you recommend something like that to somebody who had a neck injury they're trying to recover
This one
from?
here? Yeah, you know what? I believe they use them at the Disc Institute or the spine, the place in LA, you know, Marina Del Rey, the spine or whatever, Disc or something like that.
Whatever
I think
the name of the place is, yeah.
I think they have it there. There's one June 6th, right?
Probably. It's
Yeah.
The fight night.
Yeah, he's fighting on that one.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, that's him.
How many fights do you have in the UFC?
Just one.
One.
Yeah.
Fight night, rear naked choke, hoodie fight.
Cases, usually it takes about 2 weeks before I start seeing a difference. But no, once you get that breakthrough and you start seeing them moving differently and quicker, man, it's on from there. It's like, okay, now we can start really progressing it, hitting the nervous system with really like intense biometrics and stuff like that.
Now, how cutting edge is this style of training? I mean, Marinovich, did he invent all this, or
Marv did was he took scientific studies from what the Russians had developed back, during the Cold War period, and he translated it into his exercises. And so I'd say at least 80% of what I'm doing is stuff that he's come up with.
very high growth hormone rates, like unusually high. But for when the tests are in question, I'm obviously not a doctor or a scientist. I don't know what the fuck really happened.
Right.
Guy looked awesome at 40-something for the first time ever. Looked fucking yoked and jacked.
It's a pretty quick transformation. Kind of like Juan Marquez when he fought Pacquiao.
Yes. Yeah, that was an interesting one, too.
And you go in the same gym or something.
Well, he's Pacquiao's guy.
Yeah.
Pacquiao's old guy.
Right.
Alex Ariza, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on, you know?
Yeah.
When you hear, okay, we kind of talked about this slightly, but you didn't touch on it. There was a bunch of people, like Bobby Green was accusing Rafael dos Anjos.
Is he a fighter?
He's a high-level fighter in the UFC's lightweight division.
Well, what's he ranked, you know?
He's highly ranked.
Is he?
Yeah, if he's not 10, he's top 15. I don't know what rank he is. I'll find out. But he's a very good fighter. But you know, I think his exact quotes were Pettis got played by a PED cheat. That's what he said.
Condoning drugs, but I'm just saying maybe that would be an acceptable way to let it in.
I agree with you in a perfect world. Yeah, but I think there's too many variables.
No, if your testosterone is low, you probably shouldn't be a fighter.
Yes. It's indicative of one or two things: pituitary gland damage, or gonad damage, or you took steroids
And now you're not producing.
Yeah, and your body shut down. And that's what a lot of guys were doing. They were taking it, and then when you add in exogenous, is that how you say it?
I guess.
Testosterone, your body goes, all right, we got plenty of this, and it stops its natural production. And so then you would do that and then go get tested, and then the doctor would say, oh, well, your natural production is way down.
Way down, exactly.
You obviously need testosterone.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of guys were getting away with.
With good training, you don't need it. With a great diet, like Raphael, like the guy saying that, I don't know who he is, but you have to understand there's a reason he's the champion. And it's
You look at Tyron, he's fucking huge.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's amazing that guy makes 170. And that guy's yoked as fuck. When he gets in the cage, I don't know how much he weighs, but it ain't 170.
Right.
You know, and he's known for being very fast, very strong in the first round, but slows down a little bit in the second and third.
Right.
How much time would you need with a guy like that? And what would your advice be to a big, muscular guy like that?
3 weeks, probably about 3 weeks, I think.
That's it?
Yeah. I could probably get him going in 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
How come you only need that much time?
I'm just kind of trying to base that off of like past experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say about 3 weeks to get him up ready for about 5 rounds. He might struggle a little in the 5th round, but you give me a full training camp with a guy, he'll do like 7 or 8 rounds hard, no problem.
7, 8. Now, what is a full training camp for you? Like, if you ideally,
roughly 8 weeks.
So if you had a guy and you wanted to get a guy to the best possible shape for 5 rounds, he's going to be fighting Robbie Lawler for the title.
Yeah.
He's got to go 5 rounds through fucking hell.
Uh-huh. How long would it take?
Yeah.
Depends who it is. And again, what he's had in the past. So I'd have to assess him first. So if you give me a guy who's like got good cardio and his stamina's been, he's known for stamina, or he's not known for stamina.
He's not known for stamina.
I could have him ready for probably like.
Out there is willing to forgo personal desires and comforts, forgo sleep, forgo whatever it takes to be better, to be the best. In life, a lot of times, we'll always have that person out there. There may not be a name or a face to him, but he exists. You make sure in life when they think about that person, you make sure they put a name and face to it. You make sure that name and face is yours. You do the haunting. Get in somebody's head. Own space. In those times when you want to quit, because we're all human, you make sure you remember one thing. All those times and hours and days you sacrifice to be the best. Stay hard. So what's your fucking excuse?
Work. And through hard work, I did that.
I'm back, mother. I'm back. 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside. But no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today.
Just say, I'm afraid to jump off an airplane. What makes you afraid of it? Study it. That's why I studied my mind. Why I became so powerful in the mind, because I realized I was weak. So instead of running away from the mind, I dove into it and said, what is making me weak? Oh, this makes sense. I came from hell. I came from a place that beat.
You're panicked and you're stuttering, and your whole life is that. There's not joy in that. You're like, my God, man, you never smile, you never do this. It's my life. It's my life. So you gotta teach yourself how to read and write, and also fucking smile and say it's okay. A lot of things aren't like, man, why don't you do this? Like, I don't judge people. That's
Well, and you ain't helping yourself out. You ain't gonna ever make it. What helped me out when I was fat and depressed as I got in my mind. I wasn't the only one going through hard times. Fat guy, depressed guy. Keep this in your head. And my
pull-ups, push-ups, swimming, whatever you want to call it. This body is what it is now. It's from repetition. It's not from studying, hey, if you hold a plank for this long, fuck all that bull. I don't care about it. I just do it for my mind.
Right.
I want to continue to harden, because that's the only thing I want.
Watch the game. We like that. We love that feeling. Why? Because you understand, man, we're good, bro. We don't want that motherfuckers like this. Hey, man, no, bro. Get your on, man. Stop being a punk. We don't want that in our lives. We don't want that person who's constantly challenging our weaknesses. We want that person who's constantly, making us feel nice and good and secure in That's the mediocrity of life. We want to be the best amongst the average people. People wonder, how do you stay hungry all the time? Because after I accomplish something that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world, because that's where you find yourself. You don't find yourself in over here. You find yourself on the other end. Like the 100-mile race I was on, I ran it for 24 hours. I found myself on the other half of myself. And I say it everywhere I go, the most important conversation when you have with yourself.
Yes.
You live with it every single day. But most of our conversations are not the right ones. They're not the ones that are going to push us to the place we need to go. They're the ones that are going to keep us sitting in that toxic environment that you've helped create. And every no self-esteem, my goal was the only person that's going to turn this person around is me. The only way I can turn it around is put myself through the worst things possible a human being can ever endure. And that'll be the only way that I can build this brain to handle anything that comes in front of it. Not find toughness in a comfortable environment. Those of you who are listening to this, whoever hears this, you will not find it. I was trying to look for it everywhere. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where it's not in that comfort zone. It's in the discomfort zone is where my confidence is getting built. Mm-hmm. That's where it's getting built. But people want an easier answer.
Yeah.
There has to be an easier way. There's not. I'm sorry. I searched for it my entire life. You have to face yourself. So many people live to be 100 years old and they die miserable, having everything, because they never examined. I call it my live autopsy. You never examine this. This isn't a hobby. This isn't a fucking joke. It's a fucking lifestyle. So what you say to yourself is important. There's no fucking coach. There's no trainer to keep you going. It's only you. So think about this. You've been working your whole life to get a fucking seat at the table. The seat at the table is you want to be the best amongst all the best people in your career field. So you finally get that letter. It's steak, lobster. It's a big... Your mindset. You can attack everything. I like suffering in the way that is competitive, that brings out the absolute best in me and in everybody else. So like I want to see a man be defeated. I want to see a man get broken and say,